John and Callum!
I love that build up there. That was totally intentional, of course.
Yeah, that was planned, obviously. Coming up this evening, we've got Voodoo and the Crypts coming into the studio for a chat and to play some music. They're not playing live, I'll just mention, but we'll chat about their music and have a little interview with them. They're coming on at 7. What else have we got coming up this week, John?
We're going to be talking about some movies. We're going to be playing some games with the band, obviously. You're going to be playing your classic electronic track of the week. We've got some events to talk about. It's going to be a pretty busy show.
Yeah,
and as always, we've got some absolute bangers to play.
We do indeed.
So, yeah, I think we're just going to get on with it. But, again, tune in at 7 if you're looking for Voodoo and the Crypts. And, of course, stay tuned in for some amazing bangers.
Oh,
Here we go.
Yes.
And that distorted mayhem of a track is Seaside by The Witches off their new album. Excited to give that a proper listen, actually. And The Witches, another favourite of ours, aren't they, Callum?
Yeah, they actually are. We keep bumping into them just randomly around Brighton and the South Coast. I mean, we met them to begin with at Festival.
Yeah.
And you had a little interview, but again, as we keep mentioning, technical difficulties prevailed, and we couldn't record it very well. But then, yeah, we just keep bumping into them. Where did we see them last? We saw them at Globe last week.
The Globe, yeah. He was. I saw someone doing a DJ set, and the guy next to him, obviously, I recognised from The Witches, and I went up there and We'd all had a few drinks by this point, so I
Yeah.
was confident enough just to say, you know, I went up to him and I was like, "Oh, can you put the Witches on?" And he gave me a bit of a look, and we started talking about it. And he actually remembered me from Festival and how my interview didn't work, and he was asking if it, you know.
Oh, sweet.
So I think then you talked to them a bit later on, didn't you?
I spoke to them a bit later on outside, and they would definitely be down for coming into the studio, which is quite exciting.
Which is something we're trying to organise at the moment.
Yeah. So we'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully get them in before Christmas, but if not, early next year.
Yeah, and we've got another band, another favourite that we seem to be playing every week, Fickle Friends. We've been talking to them about getting an interview, and we're going to be going along to their show on the 30th of November.
Yeah, they're playing in Tunbridge Wells. Again, another Brighton-based band. I think they were at BIM as well. So
yeah,
they're currently in LA recording their new album. So you know they're definitely doing something right. If you like really synth poppy tunes, then they're definitely a band to give a listen to.
And it's a song that's been on so many adverts and you know whatnot that I think everyone's going to know it. But yeah, that's a great thing to do. So they're playing at the Forum. Good idea to get down. They're a really great live band, and we'll be giving a little interview before the set, and hopefully that'll be appearing on our show after that.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of Fickle Friends, actually, their new single, Brooklyn, came out on the 3rd of November, so not too long ago. And I think we're going to give that a listen to next, if that's cool.
Yeah, great, of course.
Sweet. So this is Brooklyn by Fickle Friends.
I wake up with worry, nothing fills me up. He follows me daily, he knows how to love. No truant inside me, I will never say it enough. You're a Brooklyn baby, you know how to love. I know what can rule me, sink me with the sun. Oh, I can be the one, and I will never crave it, I will never say it enough. You're a Brooklyn baby, you know how to love. You are someone else, it's something that can't define. You are not mine. You are someone else. Worrying in my head, that's what she said. You are someone else. You are like the honey, I am not allowed. Oh, I won't go without. And show me in a movie, you can tell me what you're about. Oh, I'm in Brooklyn, baby, I'm a long way out. You are someone else, it's something I can't define. You are not mine. You are someone else. Worrying in my head, that's what she said. You are someone else. You are someone else. Where I go, friends he knew, the more different I. You are not mine. And I still say, each new day, I got this one. You are not mine. You are not mine. You are someone else. It's something I can't define. You are not mine. You are someone else. Worrying in my head, that's what she said. You are someone else. You are someone else. You are someone else.
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
Yeah, that was the new Fickle Friend track. I really like that, actually.
Yeah, I'm expecting big things from them. As I said, that was just recently released, so you can get that on SoundCloud or whatever else. They are also touring around the UK At the moment, I believe they're ending on the 1st of December in London. We're seeing them on the 30th of November in Tunbridge Wells, which isn't far from here. They're doing Bristol. I think they're doing Liverpool. They're basically doing like a national tour.
I'm not entirely sure how much tickets cost, unfortunately, but I don't think it's going to be a huge amount considering that they're going to be big. I reckon, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
they don't have an album yet, so they can't charge extortionate prices.
No, exactly.
But they are in the process. I mean, they're releasing new singles, so we're expecting an album early next year. Obviously, we can get more information out of them when we meet them again at the end of this month, and we'll let you guys know. But yeah, so I think we're going to move on to some films.
Yeah, we'll do a little bit of movie news. I've just got 3 little things I want to talk about. The first one was Jackie Chan just got a Lifetime Achievement Oscar.
Yeah, I saw that, because I was like, I swear the Oscars don't happen around this time of year. They happened like a few months ago. I was like, I swear I saw Leonardo get an Oscar, but Jackie Chan's now got one. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, threw me off as well. But yeah, he's been in over 200 films over 5 decades, which is insane. And mostly, obviously, being
so many.
Crazy physical films, and he stayed fit and, well, more than fit, you know, for all of them. I mean, what an actor.
That's 20 films every 10 years.
Do you have any Jackie Chan favourites?
Taxi.
Taxi. I haven't seen that, actually.
Rush
Hour, I know, is a
That's
bit of a favourite.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, yeah.
I think Taxi doesn't have him, but yeah, no, Rush Hour is really, really good.
I actually saw some of the some really, really funny what they call when they go wrong movie. Come on,
Spoilers.
Not spoilers. Come on.
The credit where. Yeah,
Whatever
I
are.
know what you mean. The little clips where they mess up.
Yeah, and a lot of the films he was first in, actually, he couldn't speak proper English for, and they created these hilarious scenes. Like one time he runs into the room, points a gun at someone, and just shouts "cheese" because he gets the words wrong. But yeah, no, I think
brilliant.
Long deserved, definitely.
Oh yeah, Lifetime Achievement too. Right, he's worked harder than many and most other actors ever.
Definitely. Another thing I want to talk about is the Ghost in a Shell trailer, which has just come out. A hugely popular anime, which is being turned into a Hollywood film starring Scarlett Johansson.
Speaking of animes, no, go on. I'll let you carry on first.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say the trailer was released yesterday. It looks pretty amazing,
Okay.
but a lot of people have been worried, you know, because I think as ever, you know, they release a film of your favourite book, and you're suddenly worried it's going to live up to it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But yeah, the visuals and everything look really great, so that was quite exciting.
Yeah. Speaking of animes that are getting converted into live action, there's Attack on Titan, which is on Netflix. Which, if you don't like anime, then definitely watch that, because that's the one that I realised. Take it a bit more seriously now. I just won't rinse out people for liking it.
Yeah, it's definitely like a bridge to.
Yeah, it definitely
anime.
bridges the mainstream and hardcore anime nerds.
Yeah.
Leaks.
Yeah.
Leaks.
No, I've watched the first season, I think.
But yeah, but Netflix are doing the live action thing, so you know it's going to have a bit of production quality behind it. And then finally, what's our last one for this evening?
The last one, which is the one I'm most excited about, is the Trainspotting 2 trailer, dropped a couple weeks back.
Oh yeah!
So it was 20 years ago that they released the original.
Years. What a classic, though.
So you've got all the actors back. Danny Ball directing again, releasing.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
Oh mate.
So it's the 27th of January that's coming out. So that's definitely gonna go see that in the cinema.
I keep hearing you playing the little chords on the piano in your room.
Yeah, that is just.
It just wakes me up, and all I can think of is Trainspotting every morning.
Well, that just.
I say morning, every afternoon.
That transitions us on perfectly to our next song, actually.
Does it actually?
Yeah, the classic Trainspotting song. Actually, they have a really good song in the trailer, which is "Silk," I believe, by Wolf Alice. Another one of our favourites. So we'll get on to playing that later. But for now, this is "Born Slippy" by Underworld. Just want to talk about how this is the perfect motivational speaking song.
Oh yes, amazing.
You can do it, Callum. You can break all your boundaries. I believe in you. Eat that sandwich. Eat that sandwich.
So that was Born Slippy by Underworld, classic tune, also from the classic film Trainspotting.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those. You know, you get those songs and films that just have such a strong link. You know,
Yeah.
you've got that with Guardians of the Galaxy and Hooked on a Feeling. There's so many that I can't think of at the moment. But there's a lot that just you can't think of one without the other. But yeah, what else were we going to talk about, Callum? We've got this Trump
So
bit of discussion.
this time last week, everyone was sat on the edge of their seats. They're like, "Oh, American election, who's going to win? Obviously, Hillary's going to win. Haha, Trump, what a loser." And now Trump is going to become the 45th
Close.
president of the United States of America.
Yeah.
Slightly worrying, but that's not for us to talk about. What is more important is the fact that Wu-Tang Clan last year released an album, a one-of-a-kind album called Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. And they only released one copy, and the man who bought it was Martin Shkreli. And if you don't know who he is, he's a man that owns a drugs company and sells drugs for more than they should be sold for.
Yeah, quite a controversial figure.
Very
really.
controversial. But what he did earlier this year was he was like, if Trump wins, I will live stream this album. And obviously, as there are a lot of Wu-Tang fans out there, they were all very, very excited for this. Maybe it was the reason people voted for Trump over Hillary.
Could be it.
I mean,
Could be it.
people vote for the most weirdest things. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yeah, he actually streamed it. He streamed a few songs, and apparently he's got a backlog of unreleased Nirvana and Beatles music as well. Which I don't know if I believe, but if he's got an unreleased Wu-Tang album that's cost, how much do you reckon it cost, John?
I've no idea. I don't know, like 500,000, something ridiculous.
500,000. $2 million.
That is insane.
For an unreleased album.
The guy must be insanely rich and insanely stupid.
And insanely hated.
He's also one thing I know he's a terrible person and controversial in so many ways. But one thing that I did find quite amusing of him, is he actually went on to a news show to talk about Harambe's death. And managed to stay completely serious throughout the whole thing. Even when they read his name out, he did the little, you know.
I mean, I didn't
does
really...
his cross, and he managed to stay like blank face for the whole thing, completely genuine about how gorillas are equal to people and all this. And obviously, it was quite a it was a what do you call it? He was only joking, but he just managed to pull it off so well. But yeah, not a good figure, I don't think.
I didn't really get the hype behind Harambe. Like, why was he so loved?
Well, no, the reason was...
It was just a gorilla, I thought.
Well, that was the reason for the hype. The idea was that, people made such a fuss over this gorilla that people ironically started making a fuss over the gorilla.
Oh, okay.
So it's all, it's all ironic. It's not...
Just circle jerking, really.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And do you know actually over 15,000 Americans voted for Harambe, a dead gorilla, to be president of the United States of America?
Seriously?
Yeah, on their ballot forms.
What a great use of a democratic vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
We also had some famous celebrities who had decided that they were going to leave the US.
Okay.
If Trump won. So we've got, just to name a few, Barbra Streisand, Bryan Cranston, Miley Cyrus, Lena Dunham, Amy Schumer, Jon Stewart, Cher. There was actually, a pretty massive list.
I mean, some of those are quite high-profile people.
Yeah, definitely. And
I don't like the word celebrity, but yeah, they are high-profile.
Doesn't seem like any of them have left yet, unfortunately.
No.
I think no one realised it was going to happen.
Well, that's what happened with Brexit. No one thought it was going to happen, and then it happened.
Yeah. What can you do?
No one thought David Bowie would ever die, but he did.
We all thought he was immortal, didn't we?
He's immortal in pop and rock and that kind of funky stuff. But yeah, anyway, moving swiftly on. I'm just going to call it as, we're just going to call this next feature Callum's Electronic Song of the Week. You're pretty much spot on with that beat there, John. That's almost how similar it is.
Not
Anyway,
bad.
This song, Camo and Cricket, if you know me, you know I love Camo and Cricket. They're working on their third studio album, fourth released album, technically. But yeah, it's called Mosaic. They've started up their own new music label in partnership with Ram Records, another high-profile drum and bass label. So big things are in the works. I took you to see them at Common People, didn't I?
Yeah,
and
actually.
At Festival, I believe.
Yeah,
Were you there at Festival?
yeah, definitely.
I don't really
Was
remember
I
the
there?
Festival.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
really
it was-
remember their set at Festival.
But yeah, really
Really crazy
great
use
live.
of synths and noise, really.
Definitely.
They just throw a wall of noise at you and it kind of works.
Yeah.
But
All right,
yeah.
I think we're just going to go straight for it. So,
So yeah, this is their new single. It just came out. It's called If I Could.
If I could jump over mountains, run across the sea, would you be down with me? Would you be down with me? If I could stop rain from falling down upon your dreams, would you be down with me? Would you be down with me? If I could jump over mountains, run across the sea, would you be down with me? Yeah, would you be down with me? Oh, if I could stop rain from falling down upon your dreams, would you be down with me? Yeah, would you be down with me? Oh, if I could. If I could. Would you be down with me? Oh. If I could jump over mountains, run across the sea, would you be down with me? Yeah, would you be down with me? Oh, if I could stop rain from falling down upon your dreams, would you be down with me? Yeah, would you be down with me? If I can light the dawn, if I can make the smile, if I can leave my mom, leave my mom. If I could jump over mountains, run across the sea, would you be down with me? If I could stop rain from falling down upon your dreams, would you be down with me? Would you be down with me?
and that was If I Could by Camo and Crooked.
Oh, what a tune!
What a tune
It's,
indeed.
I've literally had it on repeat. Their new single. It's just unreal. Really, really, really good. And I'm expecting big things from their new album because their last album, Zeitgeist, was one of my favourites ever. Ever.
Ever. Okay, well we've just had news in from our producer
Yep.
that exists. That
Voodoo and the Crypts are
Voodoo
now
and the
in the
Crypts.
green room. They are being prepped. We hope we got their rider right. They asked for yellow Kit Kats. We had
Yeah.
to get some Kit Kats
Yeah.
and paint them yellow. It was really weird.
yeah, strange,
But, you
weird
know, it
guys.
happens.
We managed to sort out their limo. But yeah, it was a bit of an effort. But you know what BIM students are like.
It was
you know.
really hard trying to fit a llama in that limo.
Yeah, I
man.
know, but you've got to adhere to the requests of the artist.
Otherwise they just don't talk to you. So yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Musicians there.
Quickly, before we do get started on that stuff, I wanted to talk about the events that we did this week, and we have got coming up.
Yeah.
So last night, you couldn't make it sadly, could you? But
I wasn't aware that it was happening, to be honest.
Oh, really?
No one told me until I got a Snapchat of you on stage doing stand-up, and I was like,
right, yeah.
what?
Well, a very good friend of ours, Alex, is the president of the SUDS, which is Sussex University Drama Society.
Yeah.
And they held a showcase in room 76 with a bunch. There was a choir, some comedians, there was a band, and it was a really fun night. £2 to get in, very cheap. Unfortunately, a few of the larger acts didn't make it and cancelled, but and so it did sort of drift off towards the end. But definitely a really good night, and thanks to everyone there for organising that and sorting it out. I think next time, because they did this bit in a bit of a rush, everything should go a little more smoothly. Not that it didn't. I mean, it was a really fun evening. And again, room 76, tomorrow night we have our very own URF comedy night, the You Are Funny, that returning for its eighth episode.
Eighth one. We've been there since its inception last year, and it just keeps getting better and better.
It does. But yeah, I'd highly encourage everyone to go to that. One thing I find is it always seems to be like, student comedians, although they a lot more hit and miss with a lot of their stuff. They come up with some absolute bangers, some really funny jokes, and often funnier than like the hired comedians I've found.
Oh yeah, definitely, because especially with students doing stand-up, is they literally have no filter. There is no one there to tell them what not to say, and their mates always egg them on. Yeah, with that really dirty joke or that really funny joke. But yeah, I think and they also appeal more to other students.
Life, yeah, it's very difficult for
when you're in it. Yeah, that's true,
Yeah, apparently it is quite difficult. Student gigs are the most difficult, apparently, according to
really?
Some comedians, yeah. But yeah, I told a joke on stage, which was, probably a terrible idea, but it was quite fun to get up there and tell the orange joke. If anyone listened last year to our show, it was basically a regular feature.
It was. I kind of zoned out after a while. There's a few minutes in each show that I just don't remember.
Yeah, no. Well, if people really, really want, if we get enough requests, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Speaking of requests, if you do want to get involved by speaking to us now, or you want to send a message to Voodoo and the Crips later on, first of all, you can watch the live stream, youtube.com/UniTV. Once again, thanks to Seb and Co for sorting that out for us. You can do comments on there, or you can also text into the studio on 07860 39464.
I feel like we should just try and save that number into everyone's phones.
Yeah, every time we meet someone.
Replace it as mum on their contact list.
Oh, could you imagine?
We'd
get such weird texts, though.
Well, I don't know. What weird text do you send your mum?
Well, I don't text my mum because she lives in Australia. Oh. It costs too much.
Well, there we go.
What kind of text would you send your mum? Like, can you get some milk?
That's it.
There'll be someone doing their show, like Morning Metal or someone, and they'll be like, Did you do all right last night? How did your exam go?
Still good to visit for Sunday lunch. Yeah, definitely.
Can you send me some money, please?
Definitely a good idea. So if you want to pretend that we are your parents or anything like that, text us in on 07860 39464.
Oh yes.
But yeah, so we're gonna play a bit more music, and then we're gonna go straight ahead with Voodoo in the Crypts. Again, they're not going to be playing any live stuff. Yeah. We decided after a difficult session with a larger live band that was better to stick to just acoustic, and these guys obviously we just want to play some of their stuff because that's the best way it's going to be heard.
And they can more accurately get across what their sound is like.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's annoying sometimes to get a band that isn't actually acoustic to try and whittle it down to just a guitar and some keys.
Yeah, definitely. It's mixed results. Sometimes it works really well, but sometimes it just doesn't, show their true self as much as it could. But yeah, so I think we're gonna play another music. I was just about to say, do we want another music, Callum?
I'd love another music.
Okay, we're gonna go straight on with an absolute banger intro by the XX.
classic, mate. We'll just turn that down and briefly talk about that. The
no,
XX.
We all have a time where someone was a little bit too keen, aren't we? Today it's Buffalo Springfield.
Yeah, but like, I mean, that song is from the XX's self-titled album XX, and have you listened to it all the way through? Because it's a really, really powerful album, I think.
I've actually only heard that song, which
Yeah.
is quite bad.
Oh no, they're really, really good. They're just really, if you want to put an album on to just like chill out and mellow out after a hard day's work at uni or something, just get the XX on. It's really, really good. Their vocalist is really good. She's great. But yeah, no, I love the XX. That's a good choice, John.
Very relaxed.
Yeah.
Good style, yeah. Okay, cool.
I feel like the lighting in the studio is reacting to the amount of noise we're making.
Something like it keeps you keep looking up, don't you?
It's
keep,
really,
like,
it's just
surprising us.
flickering and buzzing me. It's just, yeah, it's annoying.
Producer Finn did install some beautiful blue. Would you call them
I
sort
think-
of
I think
LED
we can-
strips?
I think the LED strips. I think we can change the colours of these ones.
There
as
we
well.
go. Something
Oh.
simply for uni TV viewers to enjoy here.
Yeah,
Look, we're going
let's-
to green.
Let's get, well, mate.
Oh, it's a rave in here now.
Let's get a double flash
It's
on
a
the
rave.
go.
Double flash, there we go. You guys are really missing out, so if you fancy it, go on to YouTube, search Uni TV. It'll be the first
Uni TV
option,
Live, yeah.
and you can watch us in.
You can watch us. You can watch us right now on YouTube. I think we're. Well, I don't think we're actually being filmed, but they're definitely recording the
No,
audio.
exactly. Well,
But yeah, if you've got epilepsy, it's probably best not to, because these lights are really quite
Yeah.
flashy.
definitely. Okay, I think we're gonna go straight on with the next song. This is a very sort of music orientated show. Well, no, we've had some different
We've had a bit of
features and
chat and,
sections.
yeah. You know, we're
Yeah.
just spacing it out. Once again, we've got Voodoo and the Crips coming on in about 15 minutes now. They are in the green room. They're waiting patiently for us.
Very
they got
patiently.
Here, they got here very early. That's what we like in a guest. We like
Yeah.
them to get here like just a bit before. We say a bit before 7.
Fashionably early.
But yeah, they came in nice and early. They're down at the bar getting a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what are we going for next, John?
I think we're just gonna go straight on with. I mean, if I had an electronic track of the week,
Yeah.
it would be this one. Thank you to the wonderful Sean from our old house. Who this was. I don't know if you guys have had this experience, but we definitely had it in terms of there's a set number of songs that showed our first year of uni. You know, every time we were pre-drinking.
This song always got played at Brews.
Oh, all the time.
Every
it was
single
played
time. He
to
loved
death.
it. He loved
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I put it in
his
one of my
go-to song.
mixes actually before uni.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really cool song actually, and the production is just awesome, and it's just
definitely.
amazing. So if you haven't heard this, it's 5 hours, and I don't know if I can pronounce Darrow.
Darrow.
I was almost calling it Diorio there. So
Diorio.
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 5
hours by Diorio.
The Oreo in Italian, I believe that is.
So yeah, this is Darrow. 5 hours.
URF, broadcasting from the University of Sussex since 1976.
We crashed, we burned. In our destruction, we took our turn. No more pages to turn, but we must burn to emerge. From the ashes we rise. From the ashes we rise. Our souls are reconditioned with belief to transform our suffering into peace. We reflected anew, we have become, we ascended above. From the ashes we rise. From the ashes we rise. Even the dark can't separate us now. There's only light between us. Affliction can break us down. From the ashes we rise. From the ashes we rise. From the ashes we rise. From the ashes we rise.
So that was Darrow 5 Hours, followed by last week's guest Megan Lara May with Father Father. John is just briefly out of the studio prepping the band, so he'll be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you with one more song before we get the band on probably, and that is Good Luck by Basement Jaxx.
Tell me, is life just a playground? Think you're the real deal, honey, and someone will always look out for you. But wake up, baby, you're so totally deluded. You'll end up old and lonely if you don't get a bullet in your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your head. You sold me down the river now. I hope you're feeling happy now. Now you always have a sneer in your smile. But wake up, baby, you're so totally deluded. You'll end up old and lonely if you don't get a bullet in your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your And I'm glad, so glad that I'm done with you. No more crying, leaving me so black and blue. You back me up against the wall, but I stand tall, don't give a damn no more. Oh, baby, lies. No more lies. Good luck in your bed. Enjoy your nightmares. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares when you're resting your head. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares.
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
Loving, fall in love with strangers. Listen to the sky, the Lord is smiling. Little so down, they are all celebrating. I've got a sweet hangover. Stop loving, fall in love with I'll reach for stars. Come and open your heart. We go and reach for stars. We go and
So that was Good Luck by Basement Jaxx, followed swiftly by Hangover by Moam. Two very good artists, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we have luckily got Voodoo in the Crypts right outside now.
Yep.
So we're going to just put another song on. I'm
And
sorry
they'll
for
be
the
in
wait.
studio.
And yeah, we'll be ready to go. So we're going to go straight off with an artist I started listening to this week called Bonobo or Bonobo, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it because I haven't heard anyone else pronounce it anyway. But this is Kong. So yeah, be back with you in a minute, guys.
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
Hello, how's it going, everyone? You alright, Callum? What's going on?
What song was just played?
Oh, sorry, that was Kong by Bonobo.
Sweet.
We did give it a bit of a mention.
Yeah, awesome. We've now got Voodoo and the Crips in the studio. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, yeah.
Good. Good trip up to Sussex campus?
Yeah,
it's kind of out of the way, isn't it?
It is well out of the way. It's different from what we're used to because we're all in Brighton.
Yeah.
So we used to be in the centre of Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Yeah, you never need to get public transport anyway. Just walk everywhere. Cycle.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to just introduce yourselves quickly for people listening at home?
Yeah, should we just go left or right? So I'm Matt. I'm the lead singer and guitarist, rhythm guitarist in the band.
Yeah, I'm Jordan and I'm lead guitar.
I'm Rob, I play bass. I'm Sam and I play drums.
Perfectly done.
Lovely. Okay, so we're going to be sort of talking to you a bit about your inspirations, what it's like being a band around in Brighton, play a few of your own tracks and some stuff that's inspired you throughout the show. We've got a few games to play as well. So yeah, it's going to be a good hour, and we've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Sweet.
To go in.
Do like games.
Awesome. So we'll just jump into it then. So you're all BIM students.
Yeah.
So you guys met at BIM, or did you like meet through friends, or?
We kind of met in pairs, didn't we?
Yeah, it was
So me and Matt know each other, and then Sam me and Jordan met at college.
Okay.
And then we were like, working full-time jobs, so we thought we'll move down to Brighton, start a band. And then these two knew each other. That was Colchester in Essex.
Okay.
And then these Matt know each other both from Billericay in Essex, which is just down the road from us. Yeah, weirdly. It's like the same sort of area. So
my decision to come to Brighton was a bit last minute, and I ended up staying on Rob's floor for about 2 weeks, and then found a house finally. But yeah,
so we all moved in together. Well, we moved in below Rob, so that's how we met.
That's sick.
Yeah, and it just I didn't really like these two to start with.
we had a bit of a shaky start, didn't we?
Fair enough. That's kind of lucky actually that you guys kind of knew each other a bit before moving down here. Yeah. I guess it's when you move into a new city, it can be quite daunting and stuff, but it's always good to.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it helps like form the relationships in the band as well, because obviously if we knew another member in the band to start off with, it was just a matter of kind of getting to know the others and
like merging together.
Yeah, and it just it did not take long at all for us to become good mates.
Secret side projects as well.
So did you plan on starting the band before you moved down to Brighton? Then was that always on your minds, or?
We didn't really we thought we'd want to be in a band, but we didn't think before we moved to Brighton that we'd
actually do it.
Well, not necessarily actually do it. We didn't have any plans or anything of what we'd be doing.
So everyone's dream, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it is, isn't it?
It's like,
especially at this kind of age. You're like, oh yeah, I'll start a band, have a few fun years.
Yeah. I mean, for like me and Sam, we thought we'd come here to start a band, like for that reason. Yeah. So it's quite nice to meet these guys.
It was a bit like something, because you never know who you're gonna kind of fall in with or whatever. So.
Yeah. I was pretty against the idea of starting a band to start off with, and then these guys persuaded me into it. So. But yeah, no regrets now.
Oh, sweet. So how long have you guys been together then now?
About a year.
Yeah, recently like over a year.
So. Yeah, just over a year.
So are you guys in the second year of BIM at the moment?
Yeah.
Just starting second year. Well, I say just starting. It's been a while now, hasn't it? Actually.
Yeah,
it's gone too quickly. Yeah. God, yeah. I'm a bit slow about this. But yeah, no. So I think we're going to go straight on and play one of your tracks, just to sort of give everyone at home a bit of an insight into what you're like. So do you have a chosen track maybe on SoundCloud that we could just shove on?
We would play Breathe first, I guess. I think Breathe's probably our favourite out of the two on SoundCloud.
We play it live now, so it's like our kind of big ending song.
And what was the thought process behind it when you guys sat down to write it? Like, what was the inspiration?
It took a while from like when it first the idea for it came down to how it got finished, I guess. Because I mean, I think you came up with the riff, didn't you, Joe?
I came up with the chords, didn't I?
The chords, and over a few months, it just kind of developed slowly and sounded a lot different, finished than it did at the start.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
We didn't have the big ending bit for a while.
That kind of came from playing it live as well, I think. The ending kind of when we were in a rehearsal room, we were playing around with it. That kind of built up to that point. Whereas before, it was just like a song, and then we kind of made it into more of like this live piece. That's we're really proud of it. So.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, did you guys? You said you moved down and then you sort of wanted to start the band pretty soon. Is that something that you said, right, let's start a band, or did you just get jamming and then slowly do this? Because I mean,
well, the thing is, like, me and Sam, we knew we wanted to start a band.
We'd played together before.
Like, and then like coincidentally, like these boys were living with us.
Okay, so they just sort of...
Yeah, well, obviously we wanted to start a band, so we was like pestering these to like start a band.
Yeah.
And that wasn't really too sure to start off with, but I think Rob was like quite up for it. But in the end, it just worked out. So.
I was like the last member, I didn't really want to.
Yeah, you were. Rob actually didn't play bass before the band, so
okay.
that was
a little bit of a learning curve there as well, I guess.
Yeah, he's a good bassist though, so there we go.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this is your first track, Breathe.
Yeah.
Bang on.
Left behind your inconspicuous quest won't be one to protest. I know that you're not leaving that mindset for which you'll find, and I know that you're still breathing, your love is leaving your mind. Are closed. Everyone else knows you're not coming back. You've reached a new low. Cry with me, oh, lie with me. Just be with me, and you will see. I
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
Here we are, we're live in the studio with Voodoo and the Crips. That was Breathe. What tune, guys?
Thanks,
Thank
yeah,
you very
cheers.
much.
Really, really good. It's always, yeah, it's always nice to be able to actually
Mean it when
listen
you
to
say
like
something
the
like
full, the full track, because especially when we get acoustic artists in that aren't actually an acoustic act.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah,
whittle
yeah,
it down
definitely.
a bit, it kind of takes away. But that was really, really good. I love it.
Oh, cheers.
Thank you
So,
very much.
where did you guys record that then? Because the production actually sounds quite good. Sounds really awesome.
For Matt's like coursework, he had time in Brighton Electric Studio, which is like a really good like
Oh, yeah, we
recording
knew that
studio.
one, yeah.
And
We did
so
drums and
that
bass there,
drums
didn't
and
we?
bass we recorded at the same time there, and so that way we had like a really good. Cause it's quite hard if you haven't got the right equipment to get
Yeah.
a good drum sound,
Good-
like
yeah,
with
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of good proper kit and stuff. And then we recorded everything else at
Guitars.
home, like
Okay.
guitars,
Didn't
yeah, in Sam's room.
Yeah, and then we kind of we decided like later on to put a bit of money into it and get it mixed by someone else, didn't we? We actually got it mixed by one of my teachers, which is quite funny.
okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
mixed and mastered.
Yeah, so
Done a really good job there.
yeah, he did a really good job, so we were proper happy with that.
Is there a production course thing at BIM, or is it all?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Matt's
on it.
the production.
I'm on the
course,
production
Oh, okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So I guess did you have a good chance to sort of mess around with all the tracks before you decided to?
Yeah,
we
we'll-
demo like all the time, don't
Yeah,
we? So it
I
matters.
do like the mixing stuff for the demos that we've got. But for the kind of finished track, we wanted to kind of take it to the next level, and
Yeah. No.
and we just thought like it is better when you're not in listening to your own music for someone else to mix it. I feel because it kind of it
You're
means that
biased,
yeah, I'm a little bit biased to the music,
that's very true.
whereas like someone else who isn't in the band won't be biased. They'll just listen for like the
Like, they don't
perfect
care
sound.
that you spent like 6 hours getting one guitar sound.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
That's cool.
Also, probably prevents you absolutely hating the track after listening to it hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
true.
actually. To be fair, we haven't fallen out of love with Breathe yet, have we? There's a few tracks that we've been playing live for a while that
we
we've.
still like listen to all our songs all the time.
Speaking of playing live, have you done any gigs recently, or what'd you get up to over the summer?
Well, we had a gig last Tuesday.
Okay.
At the Prince Albert.
Prince Albert in Brighton.
That was a really good one actually. Played there a couple of times, didn't we?
Yeah, we
had
never.
our first gig there actually.
Yeah, we did.
Like maybe January
Last year, yeah.
Oh wow.
But we
Long time ago.
we haven't we never found that Prince Albert was great until that kind of gig last week. We thought it went really well. The sound was pretty good, like general kind of good night. But we've got another gig coming up soon as well, actually, with a band called Cassius, who are really cool. So
yeah, that's on the 24th.
yeah,
So
24th
next Thursday.
at Bleach. Yeah.
Oh sweet. I love Bleach actually. It's
Yeah,
a really
it's-
nice little venue.
Yeah, we
Played
played
there,
there
like-
loads of times.
Yeah.
To be fair, I do love it though.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a 20-second walk from our house, I think.
Yeah, literally.
Top of the
Come
top of
on.
the Hare and Hounds, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll see you boys there then.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll give you one of the beers off our rider if you can.
So yeah, you've done a few gigs in the past. You got one coming up next week.
Yeah.
What's more long term? What's the plan next?
I think long term, like we're just trying to work on our set because we've got like loads of new songs that
Okay.
are like almost ready to come out. So I think we're gonna try and add them into our set, and then once
Test,
they're ready,
Yeah.
like sort of
Test
test them out
them
and
out.
stuff, and then
Also, like, it's a good time now, like, to get on all these like festivals for next year. Because we
Yeah.
had one festival start last year,
Together
the people,
which was really
Oh
good.
yeah.
which was good. But like, hopefully, like, just getting on more and more festival slots, because that's when like
Yeah.
loads of people can see you. Who,
That's
like,
it.
haven't
Yeah,
heard of
just
you.
know everyone. That's what
Yeah.
I love about the smaller stages at festivals. You can walk away with all these new bands that you've never heard of, but you actually rate their music.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good luck with that. I
Oh,
mean,
cheers.
that's how.
Is that the type of thing you have to sort of get? The difficulty of it of festivals is you have to start applying for stuff now, don't you?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
really early on. Like the organising festivals happens like so far in advance, like more than 6 months. Like we're talking like a year, sort of, like
Yeah.
within that period. But
Jeez.
we've kind of last year we left it a bit too late. I think we were still developing
It's early
ourselves and
for it,
writing songs at that point.
I think it's good to wait until we're kind of got actually something worth showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have, so.
Yeah, better to do that than to rush and if you're going to go to a festival and play a set that may not be the best and people are going to come away thinking Voodoo and the Crips, they're going to stay away from them in the future or something like that.
That's exactly
So no, definitely.
Yeah.
So what kind of places are you applying for? Are you just sort of going for anything and everything? Or?
Yeah, it's just like a lot of festivals that like
small ones like Truck and Why Not and.
Truck's a really good festival actually. I went there a few years ago. It's really, really good fun.
Yeah, Latitude and
it's quite like it's quite good being at BIM to get to.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of BIM put a lot of shows like stages at like some of the smaller festivals around Brighton. Like they've got a stage at like what's it called, the Great Escape, and all those sort of festivals.
I suppose that's really good actually. Of like being at BIM, it opens so many doors that wouldn't be there if you weren't a part of it, and like they can nurture you a bit more as musicians rather than just being like four guys starting a band on their own. If you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, that's really, really lucky. I think next we're gonna move on to one of your inspiration songs, if that's okay.
Yeah,
give that a quick listen. So the first one we're gonna go for is "Disorder" by Joy Division.
Oh yeah.
Tune.
What do you have to say about that? What have you taken from it as a band?
I think like there's like an element in Joy Division's like all their songs and the sound, like everything, the production is very like dark sounding and like kind of sinister, and that's something that like we've definitely been influenced by.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And like it's kind of also like it sounds really live as well. It sounds like everyone's just playing. Like, and that's like what we kind of aim for, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we like. Because like we want to sound as good live as possible, and we want that to translate onto the recordings as well. So
awesome. So yeah, this is "Disorder" by Joy Division.
I've been waiting for a guy to come and take me by the hand. Cause these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man. New sensations spare the insults, leave them for another day. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, take the shock away. It's getting faster, moving faster now, it's getting out of hand. On the 10th floor, down the back stairs, into no man's land. Lights are flashing, cars are crashing, getting frequent now. I've got the spirit, lose the feeling, let it out somehow. What means to you, what means to me, and we will meet again. I'm watching you, I watch it all, I take no pity from your friends. Who is right, who can tell, and who gives a damn right now? Until the spirit, new sensation takes hold, then you know. Until the spirit, new sensation takes hold, then you know. Till the spirit, new sensation takes hold, then you know. I got the spirit, but lose the feeling.
you love it.
Okay, great. And that was Disorder by Joy Division.
We are joined live in the studio with Voodoo and the Crypts. How are we doing, guys?
Great, thank you.
Hopefully
thanks.
it's not too hot yet.
It is a little bit stuffy.
It's getting a bit warmer.
We'll get some water later, as per usual. One of us has to dash down mid-song and try to get back. It's not a perfect system, but it's all we come up with so far, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So you've released like a few songs onto SoundCloud, namely "Breathe," which we played earlier in 1974. Was that no?
1930.
Sorry, I can't read.
40 years too late.
And is there any new singles that are going to get released anytime soon, or are we wait until next year? Or
we haven't got any planned releases. But we have got a lot of stuff in the process.
That's what we're doing with the playing new songs live thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we just
testing what ones get a good
good reaction.
Yeah, that's
see
fair,
what people want to hear the most.
Just gauge the crowd
Because
reaction.
we've got loads of stuff. We've got loads of new material and stuff, but we're just polishing it all up.
Yeah.
We don't want to release it before it's ready, so we're just making sure we've got everything ready before we do that release. And when we do it, we want to do it at a kind of high level from what we've done before.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does that mean doing it all in the studio then, or?
It could
Probably,
do.
yeah.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try and do that. I mean, it's obviously money's quite a problem for smaller bands, but we'll try and get as much studio time as we can with these tracks. But
I'm actually quite surprised they don't have the facilities available at BIM to do recordings, because that would be quite a
it's quite a big part of it, and at college and stuff, you always have that sort of equipment. But
they do get that's what we did with the other songs, and it gave us time to record in the studio.
Yeah. There's some parts of BIM that are great with the kind of recording
contacts,
the contacts and the gigs that go on and stuff. But the facilities aren't great, but they do make up for it in kind of you can book rehearsal rooms and stuff. Without
for free,
in normal rehearsal studios around Brighton.
Oh, okay.
That's
so not
really
just
useful,
there,
actually.
so that they sort of have agreements with other rehearsal studios.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, no, that works out quite well then.
Yeah.
So for doing the production course, what kind of where do you go off to? Oh God, hitting the mic. Do you go off to other studios to do stuff like that, or?
All of my course is done in Brighton Electric. Just mainly because I think it's the closest and the best one. It is definitely one of the best in Brighton. So, but it's quite good working there too, because there's so many big bands that go there. I've met The Cure and Royal Blood in there.
Actually, it was it last week that we're talking about. They went in after The Cure.
Was it Megan or was it the week before?
Oh no, that was the week before. Oh God, what is that? We're gonna
might be in my class.
Seats. So these guys went to college with the drummer from Seats.
He pretends he don't know us anymore though.
No, we've played some gigs with him. Yeah.
I don't think we've actually had a band on yet that hasn't had a major link to other bands, but I guess that is because we sort of basically just get everyone from BIM.
I think that's the thing with Brighton bands, though, innit? Everyone's
it's like a community of bands.
It's like a community.
Once you get on that circuit, I guess you just get to know everyone.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You said with this new stuff that you're working on, you want to kind of bring it out at a new level. Is that to try and generate some label interest, or?
It could be it's not really for any specific reason. Only that we just want to start. It's a progression of getting bigger.
And your musical ability and trying to work to a different level, I guess.
And I think if we've got stuff out there that is better from what we've done before, people out there, whether it be record labels or just fans, will see our progression, and hopefully that will make them want to follow us more and watch us develop. And I think it'd just be good to have every time we do a release, just try and beat the last one, sort of thing.
Okay.
That's just
what about biding your time as well to actually put something out that's really, really good.
Yeah, and it's worth
putting
showing.
out loads of stuff that's kind of as you do it kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
So is do you guys think that your new material is that different? Is it changing, or is it sort of more in line with the stuff you've done before?
Maybe the slightest ways, but I think
we're establishing more of a sound. And
it's more work. I feel it's just as time goes on, it's more trying to find, not even trying to find, but we're just eventually ending up having more of a distinguished sound. Just from constantly recording and writing stuff, it's just gonna end up that way.
And obviously the music we listen to is constantly changing, and I think our music gets influences from all of that stuff along the way, but like we've still got our like kind of sounds that it revolves around, if that makes sense.
Also, like a lot of the stuff, like I think our first stuff was all kind of, we'd all put parts on top of each other's parts, like when we were writing. Whereas as we've got kind of better at playing together, a lot of our new stuff comes from like just jamming together and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I suppose as your like comfort levels grow with each other,
Yeah,
and then
and
as
we
a
kinda
band,
get better
kind of
playing
works
together
well
and stuff.
together. That's fair enough. I think we're gonna play another song now, namely "Moving On Up" by Primal Scream.
Oh, another tune.
Yeah. Anything you guys would like to say about this one, or?
Well, yeah, it's
just
like
basically
Quite a big album for us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I think we've all like spent a lot of time listening to it, and
I've got a big poster of the album cover on the wall.
And like I think
Proper
actually like
fanboy.
the bass playing on it, like my bass playing, because I've listened to that so much while I've been learning, like definitely take a lot from that.
Yeah.
And just the way like Primal Scream, like all their songs are about like being able to dance and kind of a
Bit
good
under the
kind
influence, maybe.
of, yeah, maybe.
Just good vibes.
Yeah, good
in
vibes.
general.
So maybe like not even just musically, it's an influence, just more like the music's quite like influential to ourselves.
Yeah, our personalities.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
cool. Awesome. So this is "Moving On Up" by Primal Scream.
Yeah, man.
darkness, my light shines on. Getting out of darkness, my light shines on. I'm getting out out of darkness, my light shines on. Getting 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 out of darkness, my light shines on.
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
Okay, great. So that was your second inspiration track.
Primal Scream.
Oh yeah.
What a tune.
Yes.
Sorry for getting the live version. Like Spotify just didn't mention it was
not
the
on
live
Callum.
version.
I'm surprised they didn't storm out, to be honest.
Sounded good though, didn't it?
No, that's right.
A couple of times, boys.
So I think we're gonna just move straight on to our first game of the evening, Countdown Quiz.
Yeah.
It's ever a favourite, isn't it, John? Everyone loves this one.
Everyone. Well, we love it.
We love it because
we are everyone.
Some of the guests we get on and they look at us and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rinse this out. I'm gonna get number one. I've got my band. I know them inside and out. I know their B-sides. I know everything. And as soon as the jingle starts playing, they'll get 6 songs in and they'll just go blank. And it happens. It happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. The best way to go about it is just be really humble. But yeah, so
actually a good method is to try and go through, like, if you've got an album in mind or something and you can think of, because then you know exactly what's coming next, or if you just rattle them off randomly, it just sort of, you know. But we should be telling you the tactics afterwards, so you know you don't have to ready.
Tempted to get my phone out and
so yeah, who wants to go first?
Who do you want to nominate?
Should we rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Wait, can you do that 4 ways?
I don't know. Well, let's see.
I mean,
let's,
like,
is that possible?
Possibly.
We've got
Whoever wins.
tune in on YouTube now, guys, if you really want to see
Papers,
who's winning.
scissors.
Oh, Sam loses. That's good.
There you go, yeah.
I 3 scissors, 1 paper. I wonder how unlikely it was.
Mate,
For that
actually, it was literally ridiculous.
Well,
set the bar now, aren't I?
Fate has decided that you're going to be first.
Sam's lucky in FIFA and unlucky at everything else.
Yeah.
I smashed these 2 at FIFA and they got pretty sore about it.
Really?
So.
If I was you, I'd play it safe and just pick a band like Arctic Monkeys.
Nah.
Yeah, what's any band you want, and like, who do you know the best, or any artist? It can be from the 60s, 70s, whenever.
Probably. Everyone's gonna hate me for saying it, but probably Oasis.
Oasis.
Probably do the most,
Okay.
But I say that, but I probably won't be able to do any.
All right, so
you do have to be wearing headphones for this, I'm afraid.
Right.
Oh yeah.
What, so I can hear
because without the little jingle, it's just not fair.
Yeah. That's very true, actually.
I bet it's really
Good luck,
intense.
Sam.
Awesome.
Okay,
All right, so
you're giving me a 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you're actually.
It's part of the jingle. Like John overproduced this so much.
Say overproduced. I went on YouTube and went countdown, and then got the countdown quiz, and somehow merged them together.
Sounds professional. But yeah, awesome. This is Sam from Voodoo and the Crypts with Oasis.
So as soon as you hear the little jingle going, just go for it, and we'll use our special electronic counter to get all of them. All right. Whenever you're ready, here we go.
3, 2, 1, 0.
It's not going, I can't hear it.
What?
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, false start.
Yeah,
I don't think these are.
I can hear it.
Can you?
John.
Stop.
That was perfect.
Sorry,
Oh, mate, it doesn't reach.
We're trying to throw him off the scent. That's what it is.
That's
All
what
right.
you're doing, mate.
It's good.
He's going to be doing this at a 45-degree angle, everyone. So leaning over. Right.
Try again. Sorry about that, Sam.
Second try.
Go.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Right, Supersonic, Rock and Roll Star, Bring It On Down, Live Forever, Don't Look Back in Anger, Fading Out, Champagne Supernova, Hello, Half the World Away, Talk Tonight, Out of Time, oh no.
Go on, you got 11. He's got going well.
The wall's been hit.
Oh. No, I can't think of it.
Yeah.
That's so hard. That's well hard.
Buckles under pressure, sadly there.
Although a very respectable.
No,
11.
definitely. That's
really, really well
definitely,
done.
that's in the top half of our leaderboard.
Especially as the first one out of the band to go, so the pressure's most on you. So yeah. The thing is, you've all got to like ride up to that score now.
Yeah,
so.
mate.
Oh, here we
I feel
go.
like that was too planned. You finished your last track was out of time. That was just so ironic. Is that ironic? I feel like I always use that word wrong. Is that ironic? Is that, I don't know, coincidence,
possibly,
whatever.
yeah.
We'll just throw it in there.
So yeah, that was Oasis.
So might as well just do it.
Yeah,
Right to left.
Rob goes next there.
Rob's
Okay.
next.
What we'll do is we'll do another one and then we'll have a little break and then we'll come back. You know, because we don't want the listeners at home to get too excited.
Yeah.
You know, such an exciting game.
They're buzzing right now.
Their cholesterol. It's not cholesterol. because of how much popcorn they'll be eating. That's what it is. Let's pretend I saved that. All right.
Alright, so Rob, who are you going to choose?
I'm going to choose the Beatles.
Okay.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okay.
Very, very large back catalogue.
Yeah, I was just,
Awesome.
I bet you look good on the dance floor particularly good. I bet you look good on the dance floor particularly good.
Okay,
Alright, here we go.
Right. Whenever you hear the little jingle, you're ready to go. Oh.
Alright, Wait, Strawberry Fields. Happy to Dance With You, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Stuck in a Hole. I'm literally so like.
No, you've got to finish on Stuck in a Hole now. It's working out so well.
I'm frozen.
Yellow Submarine.
Callum, you can't.
5.
It's fixing a
Kind
hole.
of feel like
that
he
was
might have
bad.
contributed.
Yeah, that's
at
the
the end.
thing. I was like stuck in a hole. No, that's not
I thought it was fixing a hole.
Yeah, it is fixing a hole.
Oh, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. Okay,
Well,
we're just going to
shame
put another
is
track
me.
on, and then we'll get back into the countdown quiz and some more inspiration tracks and stuff like that. So
I'm sweating
this,
like twice as much as it was before.
it's right. It's all on camera as well. It's perfect. So this is Every So Often by Family Rain.
I'm catching birds with the worm and the barfly. I'm singing flat, but my heart beats a melody. I'm in a trap with my mind playing get back. Chewing on the same fat. I'm born in a heat wave. I'm sweating out cause she's cold as the ice age. I can't forget cause the girl's making pedigree. I'm on my knees with my hands praying so tight. Calling out your name, saying every so often my breaks. I pick the wrong time please don't leave me.
You're tuned into the sound of URF Radio, Sussex University Student Station.
Sorry about that brief little break there. So that was The Sound by 1975. We are live in the studio with Voodoo and the Crips. How we doing, guys?
Yeah, great, cheers.
Not bored of us yet?
No, not at all.
Awesome. As we've only got about 10 minutes left of the show, we're probably just going to jump straight into your final song that you wanted to play for us this evening. John is just out getting some drinks or whatever, so he'll be back in a minute. But yeah, if you want to introduce it, it's called Spinning.
Yeah, it's kind of a working title at the moment because this is kind of a demo that we've been working on the last couple of months.
Yeah.
It's recorded all in my room with just like standard Logic like presets and stuff, but we've tried to make it sound as good as possible.
Start playing it live.
But yeah, we've started playing it live recently, and we've.
Here he is.
Oh, here he is. Hello. And yeah, we think that this is kind of one of our songs that we're really happy to like put in the set, and yeah, we just wanted to show it off to you guys really and see what we thought, get some feedback.
Awesome. So yeah, this is Spinning by Voodoo and the Crypts.
Woo!
Like to know, I really like the way you put on the show. The world is spinning around me. The world is spinning. Oh, can't you see? The world is spinning around me. The world is spinning. Oh, can't you see? The second I walked in, you began to show. I guess I'll take it on the chin. That's how all you know. The world is spinning around me. The world is spinning. Oh, can't you see? The world is spinning around me. The world is spinning. Oh, can't you see?
This is your student radio station, URF, broadcasting from the heart of Falmer House.
So that was Spinning by Voodoo and the Crypts, who we've actually got in the studio right now.
Hey.
Thank you for being with us.
World exclusive.
I love that. Yeah, first new brand new play, exclusive radio play.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I want to roll with those now, actually. Megan gave us one of those last week. But yeah,
You're
no,
welcome,
awesome
mate.
track, guys. Really, really good.
Oh, cheers.
The fact that you recorded it all in a bedroom is like really, really impressive. It sounds that good.
Oh, cheers, man.
In the bedroom.
But yeah, as we've literally got like 4 minutes left, we're going to merge our two games, Hot Topic and Countdown Quiz. Me and John are just going to eat chilies and try and carry the conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
And Voodoo and the Crips are going to do a band-wide countdown quiz game.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, if we...
What band do we pick?
Yeah, what band are you guys going to pick?
Shoot ourselves.
Or
Just messing with it.
What ones do we probably know as bands best? I don't know.
Jaws.
Yeah, right.
I've only got 2 albums. What about
Jaws, how many...
Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon would be alright.
Yeah, right.
We'll try Kings of Leon.
Okay.
I know more of the newer albums than like the...
Yeah, well, I'll go old. You go new.
Alright.
Alright,
Okay.
Sounds
alright.
good.
So,
The main
when do
thing
we
is to get
initiate-
the
how far
massive crunch on the... So if we go for it on the...
yeah, we'll
on the dot, so you're eating it and you have to do that.
Nah, let 'em, you want the spice to kick in a bit.
nice.
Alright, so we'll play the
Let it
jingle.
grow.
As soon as the jingle starts playing, only you'll be able to hear it. So as soon as Matt takes a bite, you guys will take a bite and then just follow his lead, I guess.
Big bites, boys.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Alright, we're all watching Matt.
I'm
Go
playing
on.
it again, John.
More problems. What's going on, Callum?
Why is it not?
It's a horrendous show, sorry.
When
Yeah,
did
they're paused at the ready. Chilies.
It's not
I really
working,
want to
mate.
eat it now.
Moment's gone now. Yeah.
Hey?
Why don't I drink all my
Hey,
water?
what's going on? What's going on? Documents.
He's vegan.
Yeah, we've got some milk, but obviously only after the 30 seconds are done. We're going into our last 2 minutes, so we are really gonna have to go through this.
Go hard.
Come on, do we have the theme song? Is it playing, or have we got another technical failure? I think. Tell you what, Callum.
Why
Tell you
did
what,
you
Callum,
go like
we're gonna go for our backup. It always seems to be like our shows sort of dissolve at the end when we're doing this challenge. And,
It's never not worked before.
It's the nerves, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Of the
is.
chili.
it's like we don't want to play the countdown theme tune because it means we have to eat chilies.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have to do this every week, and you'd think that it would get like easier to do. It just doesn't. It gets worse and worse. Just because you know it's gonna happen every week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you actually just getting the YouTube video of the countdown?
We're doing it, yeah. It's
Alright,
gonna come
alright.
through.
Mate, copyright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be right.
Nope, not playing either. Okay, we're just gonna go for
we
it.
just
Does
eat
this
them?
count? If you
Alright.
just go like 30, 29,
We'll be-
30,
we'll be-
we just like list them
Actually, yeah, we'll try that.
We'll,
Yeah, let's do
we'll get
that.
a timer, yeah. Okay. This
Alright,
is
just ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's delicious.
Can we go?
Go,
Go.
go, go,
30.
go, go, go.
Oh, fucking hell.
29.
Fans,
28.
bucket. Use
27.
somebody, set some fire.
26.
Pony
Pick
up.
up truck.
24.
Charmer.
22.
Radio right now.
Oh,
Radioactive.
21.
Radioactive.
Mine's so spicy.
20. 19. 18.
Alan.
Oh, I can't really
Oh,
talk.
it's so spicy.
14.
I'm still eating, man.
13.
Yeah, be somebody.
12. 11.
No, use somebody in there.
10.
Oh, fuck,
9.
I can't do this.
8. 7.
Can I have some
6,
milk?
4, 3,
Milk.
2, 1.
Oh, milk.
Hey!
That's terrible.
Don't
My tongue's on fire.
Oh,
Five a day.
right at the back of my throat.
Oh,
Beautifully done, guys.
What did we get?
I have no idea. I'm dying.
It looks like 7. Is that
Oh,
7?
come on, we got more than that.
oh, that is terrible,
well,
isn't it?
Do we get
John-
a retake?
I mean, you can do a retake if you want. John's
I'm
really
joking.
struggling over here. I think I've got like
I sort of lost count.
an unspicy chili. It just tasted like chili with none of the spice.
Oh, wow.
You can have a bit
That's
of
kind
this
of
one
lucky,
if you
to
want.
be fair.
But yeah, no, very well done, guys.
Oh, cheers.
We'll give you an 8. Yeah.
Can we just take
I
my
think
11?
it was 10 to be honest. There were 3 I didn't
was
get.
it actually all right? We'll say 11.
11.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's actually
yeah,
12.
11.
We'll do
Yeah.
11. We'll do 11.
Do we get extra
We'll believe
points for the chili?
Yeah.
That's we'll give you.
Divided
One
by
point
4,
per
obviously
chili.
though.
I think we're fucking. Oh shit.
I think we're
point winning,
Excuse that language. Luckily, it was right at the end. We do have to apologise, but yeah, cool. But yeah, no, thank you very much, Voodoo and the Crips. Thank you for coming in. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for showing us your music and your inspirations and stuff, and good luck for the future. And we'll definitely be seeing you at Bleach next week. How much is it? Is it how much on the door? Do you know?
I'm not too sure how much it is actually.
We can put you on the discount list.
Oh, there we go.
VIP.
He must fancy you. He's gonna do that often.
Awesome, but yeah, thank you very much. This has been this has been CJFM presents Voodoo and the Crips. John just can't speak; he's struggling in the corner.
Man down.
But yeah, until next time, we'll leave you with this.
Cheers.